fighting for the soul of Nigerian football. Just 2 weeks into the new season, and plenty of troubles already on. But I think by this time tomorrow, we have a clearer picture. Yeah. Maybe by the time they are served, since they are not aware, maybe by the time they are served and they see...
And they are now aware.
And they are now aware, we'll have an idea of where we're going. But Dumnodi, what are you seeing this season? We're barely 2 weeks old, and already plenty of troubles, plenty of, start and stop. Mine the league.
I don't know where the next sponsor will come from if we continue like this. That's the first question, because nobody, even you, even the Mustafa Abubakar himself or Funkyo DJ will not put his money in the league that is marred by liquidations. Nobody will do that. Nobody.
Why would you buy a season ticket for a league that you know that?
That's why I'm not everybody. You have a right to seek redress, but these are individuals. Because if it were to be maybe Giwa, we will say yes, because they have a right to seek. They have a right to seek redress. They said they'll be denied the right to watch games. They have a right to go to court because they are citizens of the country. But I'm looking at where we are talking about. How do we get away from all these old things? Tunde mentioned the fact that these things ought to have been sorted out before now. But I'm beginning to suspect that it is better we don't play league this year. Oh. Because that's what it tends to.
This was exactly before the season started. This was exactly
because it's better we don't play league this year. Because
why will we not play league this year?
It's simple. Let me tell you, if eventually the LMC probably they will serve the court order and they say, okay, we will obey the court order. League has been suspended. You know, continental game is coming up this weekend. That means those teams are not playing. The ones that will be coming up next week. We are talking about 26. We have league game for 26. March 26, where you have where you come for yearly game. We have league game for 26. That is what we will be playing in Yimba. Academy will play Abia was in that scheduled game that was supposed to have been held on Saturday because of the Meduguri crisis. That one has to be moved forward. So we alter the entire fixtures. If you alter that fixtures, if we will get to the next round of the CAF Confederation Cup, they will have more backlog. By the time United will get back, I pray they get to that round so that we'll find ourselves in this old quagmire. Because if they catch us,
I still don't believe that's enough grounds for us to say the league shouldn't be old.
We are going to have congested fixtures. The Federation Cup is by the wayside.
I know.
There's a lot of things going up. The thing is, see, when you have things like this continually, when the club owners will go to a meeting and they will come and no communicate, nothing is reached, 20 people will gather in one room and no one single decision was not made. Maybe something is happening there that we don't know. That's what I'm talking about. So these are some of the things that we must begin to see.
So the quality of football,
it doesn't affect the quality of football. Yeah, they affect the psyche of the players. Because when there's uncertainty, let me tell you, when you go for a game and you are supposed to go for a game and you hear,
we've had more cases of litigations before now.
Exactly.
And we still had the league go on.
Football is enjoyed.
And we still had the league conclude.
When the boardroom, the policy of the boardroom
is kept out of it.
It's kept out of the football.
It's kept out of the football. That's when it's enjoyed. That's when people enjoy it. For the fan, they're not bothered what happens in the boardroom. Let the football go on. And when the football does not go on,
and that's exactly what the LMC is saying. That the games will go on. They will sort out whatever is happening outside that wants to stop the league from going forward. They will solve it in their own way.
But the court disagrees. The courts definitely disagree. They feel that because there is a pending suit that has to be heard, that it would be unwise.
No, they say that their lawyers will look at the situation.
That is what the LMC is saying.
The way it worked in the first, because the cases are similar. The case of Funkyo Odige and Mustafa Abubakar.
So it doesn't become double jeopardy.
The same way the Odige issue was tackled, their lawyers looked into it and filed a challenge against the decision. So they will look at this one as well. And file a challenge because they said, look, to play in this league that you are asking that your clients should play in, you need to meet some conditions, and it is stated, clearly.
But those are the issues that we raised. Those issues were not raised.
That's what I'm saying. The first case,
that's the only way out of it. And if they do that tomorrow, and there's an appeal, then you can...
Everything, we are used to all of this.
So
we know
that's the only way out of it.
This is not the first time we are having cases like this.
That's why they say, okay, they will take it to their lawyers, and the lawyers will study.
They will study it.
Because if this goes like this, the month of March 26, because we have 3 or 4 games on March 26, including the Academy Abia Warriors game, that game won't go on.
All right, let's keep our fingers crossed, and of course, see how this pans out at the end of the day. But right now, there's plenty of uncertainty in the air. Are the games going to go on as the court orders, or as the LMC have insisted? Will the games be? The courts are saying the games will stop. Will they stop, or will they continue as the LMC is insisting? We'll definitely have clearer picture of all of this by this time tomorrow. But this is really not the best of times for club football and the league football in Nigeria. But let's move away from the trouble zone and go to where there's plenty of comfort, and our little girls are doing well. Second round of games begin today from Group A. Costa
We have
Rica.
African countries, Costa Rica. They lost their first game, taking on Italy. They
host.
lose the game, they're out. I don't know whether the fans will come to the stadium because the
But Zambia needs.
the ones I saw again between Nigeria and China is not. I don't know. I can count the number of people that came. I don't know whether people will come.
But Zambia have a chance to bounce back. They
have a
lost their
chance.
first game 2-0, and they'll be hoping to bounce back today.
Our other friends,
Ghana, a win for Ghana.
we'll see them through.
We'll
to
see
the
them
next
through.
round. A draw put them in
good position.
good position. While the other game between Korea, DPR, that's North Korea, will be taking on Canada.
All right, so these are the fixtures for tonight or
Early
early tomorrow morning, as the case may be, for the FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup. Our eyes, of course, on Zambia and Ghana for Africa. Nigeria will be playing Thursday morning, early Thursday.
morning.
We will talk more about Nigeria's game tomorrow on Sports Tonight. All right, so we wish Ghana the best of luck, and we wish Zambia as well the very best of luck. Let's step up and talk about the Flying Eagles. Manu Gaba, hard-working coach, the other time had a training session for all those open screening, and he called up, I think, about 35 players.
35.
Now, second phase of camping for players who were with him when he won the Under-17 World Cup. He has called Dele Alampasu and 19 other former Golden Eaglet players to camp. For me, this is where the real job begins.
Well, it's the thing about Manu Gaba is
But
that
missing from the list, of course, Kelechi
Iheanacho,
Iheanacho, Musa Yahya, and a few of
Isaac
Isaac Success, a few of the other guys who have gone abroad.
Yeah, but the interesting thing about Manu Gaba is the way he has gone about his work, very quietly but very efficiently. A lot of people are wondering why he was holding an open screening for players when he already had the foundation of a team that won a world title.
When they go sit back, and wait for the foreign-based players or the guys who won under 17.
That would have been an extremely lazy approach. And the truth is that players their form tends to fluctuate over a period of time. They might deteriorate or they might even improve. And even he has shown in the past that in the open screening that he has held in the past, he has managed to get players who have gone on to make his main team. I think Isaac Success was the product of such open screening.
Yes,
exactly. So the man is still looking towards that same scheme. Maybe he can get players who are of equal stature in terms of talents with the players he already had at the under-17 level, or looking for players who are even better. And now he's trying to merge these two teams together and get the best out of them ahead of our qualifier that comes up in April next month, I believe. So May, I beg your pardon. I think there's a qualifier between Tanzania and Kenya.
To decide who Nigeria plays.
Exactly. So for me, the man has gone about his job particularly astutely. And the Nigerian Football Association have always supported him at every point in time. And I think we should give him the benefit of doubt. This is a man who has won a world title when nobody expected him to. So we should just keep our fingers crossed and continue to monitor what promises to be another interesting period for our under-20 national team.
All right, so that is Manu Gaba. We wish him the best of luck, and we hope that he's able to translate that magic that made him a world champion at the under-17 level. And even before winning the under-17 last year, he was very key, very influential in helping the Yemetela set to become world champion, because Yemetela took ill at some point, and it was Manu Gaba that was in charge of the team, and he was able to go to Korea and win. And we hope that he can bring that same magic to the Flying Eagles and, of course, the African Youth Championship and the FIFA Under-20 World Cup. Nigeria has never won it at that level. We hope we'll be able to do it. Ghana have already won it once. We hope we can do it with Manu Gaba as well. But let's bring you into all of this. We've said a lot already on Sports Tonight, and we want to hear from you. We want you to make this as interactive as possible. Give us what you think. We've said a lot already. The court case, football now played in the courtrooms. What do you feel about it? What is the way out? Talk to us. Our Facebook page, Channels iPhone Sports, and of course on Twitter, you can tweet at Channels_Sports, And at Toyin Bitoye, which is my handle, we'll be able to read your comments real time as we go along on Sports Tonight